Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Antigua. It's my pleasure to bring you Creator.Prime. He is in the light blue trunks, and he is playing Protoss to the south. Currently one game up against his opponent, SlayerS.Puzzle. He is in the red trunks, playing Protoss to the north.
And on Antigua shipyards, you see a multitude of different builds, whether it be Blink Play, because Blink Play is actually really good here. If you think of the maps that are good for it, it's Cloud Kingdom, it's Antigua, it is Shakira's Plateau is another good map. And the reason for that is because from the natural, if you think where your slow and mobile Immortals are going to play will be on the natural, you can blink from the main, or to the main, should I say, and then you can really abuse the immobility. So that may be something that one of these guys want to do. We also could see a 4-gate come out if somebody wants to abuse the other guy, if he feels that the opponent is feeling or playing too greedy. Stargate play a lot less viable on this map, just because of the possibility, the high possibility of Blink being used. You don't really want to walk into Stargate if this guy's gone really early Blink, so yeah, we'll see.
Indeed we will, but we won't see until the first few minutes of the game have passed. That's just how it's going to be. You're not going to get that crazy aggression. We're not going to see Proxy Zealot or anything along those lines. Straight up 13 supply gateway from both sides.
Yeah, so we won't really see any decisions made until the gases start to be taken. Is anybody going to delay them? No, Puzzle grabs a gas immediately, and likewise does Creator. Just create a little bit slow, but...
We go, and right back on the field as we are. By the looks of it, yeah, everything is good, and oh, nothing has changed, except this. This has changed. Everything has changed, Apollo. I don't like change.
Creator.Prime. Changing it, man.
It scares me, Apollo. It scares me. What's going on here?
This is actually something I use a lot. It's neither of them scout, but actually Puzzle's actually scouted really early on here, yeah. Which is weird because you don't really want to scout in PvP until after Cybercore, because what really you're going to scout apart from early second gas.
Oh, which you just did.
But that's interesting because right now that Creator's happy on 4 probes in gas, but he's actually going to have a higher gas income without really affecting too much is Cybercore timing, and also the only thing that he has to skip up on here is the Zealot, but you know, nobody likes Zealots, so that's fine to skip up on that guy.
Nobody likes them. They are pretty terrible. Except, of course, when you happen to be Lure, and then they're great, but in PvP not so much. Well, whatever the case, Puzzle...
Puzzle may be 4-getting. Look how much Chronoboost he has saved up.
That's a good point, yeah. That's good. Let's go straight into the Warp Gate. Oh, here we go. Yep, straight into the Warp Gate. Let's see if he boosts again. If he continues to boost into the Warp Gate, then yes, that is exactly what it could end up being.
Yeah, I think he's gonna. The Zealot's walking across the map. He sees double gas. He knows his opponent's most likely to tech from here. But Creator is chronoboosting out a sentry and will probably chronoboost a second sentry too. Just blindly, he's showing that, hey, I'm weak. Joking. 2 sentries coming out. But this is really interesting here, and I think he's gonna do it. There, yep. 1, 2, 3, 4.
There it is. 4-gate is down right now, and he is now committed to this. So let's see how it turns out for him. He has got that probe there ready to place a pylon. As he pointed out...
What? Creator's going for a Nexus?
What? No. What? Well... Okay. Unfortunately...
buddy.
Yeah, this is not Heart of the Swarm. You don't have a mothership core, I'm afraid. You can't defend that, and even if you did, the 4-gate's going to hit you before you get your Nexus up. This is potentially an absolute disaster here for Creator.Prime. It seems like he's completely misread this.
I mean, he has so much energy banked up, but he has like 4 force fields eventually. Like, especially with a new one coming out, he'll have to immediately cancel force field all day long. And he's going to have to try and hold on with force fields. Yeah, he has to cancel it. There's no question about it.
Yeah, he has to defend
What?
Oh, Puzzle's got up the ramp. That is
How does that even work? Because now he can just pull the... Oh my god, how did he let a Zealot in?
Okay, right. You know, I don't like to criticize players, Apollo, because they're all better than me, but that was a screw-up from Creator.Prime, and no one can actually deny that at all. Creator.Prime had no reason to let that Zealot up whatsoever, and now has caused disaster to happen. He may even be able to get a second warp in. He gets us around, but the warp in comes just before that, and Creator.Prime is in a really bad state.
He's got to force around on the Zealots, but he's losing so many probes here, and I don't believe that just happened here. I mean, immediately, Puzzle should fall back and expand. I mean, that's what the best thing to do at the moment. Doesn't want to commit too much, because of course it will get cleaned up by Creator, but god damn it, that's so stupid. 14 probes have been lost because of that. This is a fine point to take a second gas. go expansion, throw
leave.
Robo down, and just leave.
No reason to be here anymore. It totally did the damage. It doesn't show on the work count. I mean, it's 18 to 22, but just bear in mind that Creator.Prime was a one gate for so long. He was going for Nexus. He was chrono boosting his Nexus over and over again. And you can say, oh, well, he held. Well, yeah, he did at the loss of 14 workers.
Blink has been, I mean, Twilight coming down, so we're going to see Blink. So Puzzle's not going to sit back and take it easy. I think he's going to research Blink and just continue to warp in Stalkers. He knows his opponent doesn't really have any way to scout him. And I think he's just going to go for a, double take.
It could work. Maybe he just doesn't want to go for the longer game once again. And the fact of the matter is that Creator is playing from a situation where he did, at least now, no, he actually still doesn't have as many gateways as his opponent. He's behind in that regard. He goes Robo, which will be fine. I mean, if he gets a couple of Immortals out, then he could be in a good situation to deal with this. But you can definitely see why Puzzle's thinking about attacking.
Yeah, I mean, this is perfectly fine, but Creator just, I mean, he's in an okay position now. I mean, he held it off. He had so many sentries, but he lost so many probes in that. He was able to chrono boost out, but is this decision the right one from Puzzle to go for this Blink attack? Would it have been smarter to take an expansion play? Because like you said, Immortals are so good. And he's committed to this. He's like in an all-in situation, a double take all-in with Blink this time around.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried now because Creator is expanding behind this now, and
an Immortal being built.
If Creator holds this, which he very well could with an Immortal, then he could actually take this after a colossal blunder at the start of the game.
I mean, he's going to go in there with the Observer and see that the Twilight Council's being chrono boosted, see there's no expansion, sit back, defend, and laugh to the bank. I think this may have been the wrong reaction from Puzzle, unfortunately. Maybe he felt he did too much damage to the probe line. Maybe, I don't know, but this, the Creator now sees it. He sees units being warped in, he goes to the natural, sees no Nexus, and he's like, oh.
Oh, right. Okay,
really?
He's going to attack me.
Okay.
Guess so then. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Quick warping down to the bottom here. Yeah, I think your point about the mineral line may be correct, and the thing is, he did kill a lot of probes, but I don't think he knew just how many probes there really were. It's very, he's not going to sit there in the middle of a fight counting probes. That's absurd. There were too many of them, and Creator now is actually back on and has got his Nexus up and is getting double probes at a time here. So Puzzle has got to kill him now, and if he doesn't, then Creator.Prime could come back from this terrible position and beat him to the ground.
If a third Immortal comes out, it's over. With two, it's still possible, but still hard.
Yeah. Yeah, and here it goes. This is going to be some great Blink play here from Puzzle to actually stay alive. Force field's now coming down, trapping a few sentries over that side here, but the Immortals make so much difference, and a second warp in will come in. Puzzle's going to try and continue with this, but with a third Immortal on the field for Creator.Prime, what are you going to do?
It's over if that third Immortal comes out. He has to somehow stop it. He can't stop it, therefore he can't win. Three Immortals just do way too much damage, and even if he blinks on top of them, three Immortals do too much damage.
They kind of do, yeah, and let's just see some amazing Blink Stalker back. I guess that's all Puzzle's got at this stage. Manages to focus down one, loses a lot of Stalkers, jumps to the second one as well. He actually takes those Immortals out very, very nicely here, but Creator's count is actually just a little bit too high here, and Puzzle has been thrown back as the third Immortal comes out to throw that away, and Puzzle's dedicated to this, but he is now behind economically. Creator.Prime just needs to keep bringing Immortals into the mix.
Yeah, and he is. He's got another one coming out. The last one is being targeted down, and yeah, he gets it, but there's another one waiting, and while he was killing that, he was losing so much here. Two sentries being warped in as well. He's going to try and hug around some force field as well, because there's no blink. Of course, force fields will help out a lot, but
yeah, we're going to have to, again, see some amazing Blink Stalker micro. It's just not amazing enough by the looks of it. That Immortal is so dangerous in this composition. Another Immortal's going to join the field here. Hack is... Hack what? Puzzle is bleeding badly on one base here, and is trying to batter his way through, and it just isn't happening.
No, this is so difficult. The second Immortal is being targeted down, but a new one's about to pop out as well. And he does bring both of them down, but still, a new one will pop, and more money is being thrown into the economy of Creator, and Puzzle loses so much there.
This is really unfortunate for Puzzle. He was in such a great spot after that start, and there's the GG, and I think it's safe to say what he should have done at